What's up, guys? We're here in Heroes Tactics and taking a look at the arena, and this is one of those big reasons why you want to start on a new server. And if you've started playing the game and enjoyed the game, check back every few hours in the game server selection mode to see if a new server has opened up. A new server will be the recommended server, and that right there will be amazing for you because everyone starts off at level 1. You're able to progress rapidly at the new server, especially if you have any knowledge of the game at all. And it allows you to get into the arena and get rank 1. When you get to rank 1, you earn 6,000 gems for getting here for the very first time. You also have the ability to earn this daily reward here. So 800 arena tokens, 550 gems, 12 of the EXP books, 100,000 gold, and 6 of the upgrading charms there. Even if you don't get first place, but if you're in the the top rankings, you're going to get a lot of free gems, which are premium currency, tons and tons of arena tokens, and we've just gotten first place, just got the resets, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to get up there if you are a newish player, and how to stay up there. It's actually quite simple because there's not that many people that throw hundreds upon hundreds of dollars to unlock the kind of like pay-to-win heroes. Those guys require $250 plus to get VIP 11. So anyone can do this. We've spent $7 on this account here to get VIP 2, and we are not even the highest level player here. We're kind of like in the top 5 or so. We've been buying stamina every single day to level up and just farm more. And you'll notice that most people are right around the same level here, 54, 55, 56. So even if you miss out a couple days, don't get all the stamina, don't buy all the stamina, as a completely free-to-play player, you'll be right around like 52, 53, 54, somewhere around there if you get all the free stamina and complete all your daily quests. For the arena here, you're going to want to have a setup similar to something like this. We've used a lot of free-to-play units. Helena, as you can see, is still 2-star. The Pegasus horse guy, he's a free-to-play unit that you get early on in the beginning of the game. We use Striker a lot early on in the game, but then he gets replaced once you get Cyclops. Cyclops is a way better version of Striker, but you can substitute Striker for Cyclops there. P is amazing. P is one of the ones that you must get. So you gotta have to go and farm him ASAP. Use your hero tokens in the arena and then the Sky Arena to buy P. And also Centaur. Centaur is extremely powerful, tanky unit. He has almost 30,000 HP at level 55 right now as a 4-star. So this setup worked pretty good. It's won 2 defense matches recently. We can look at the history here. One of the biggest tips is to check out the history. Watch some of these matches to see what they're attacking you with, how you won, and if you failed, make little minor adjustments. Study your attacks, see what worked, see what didn't work. Also do this on offense as well. So study what worked, study what didn't work. At this point, we're watching a defense video, but we can also think of this as if we were the attacker ourselves. What would we have done differently to attack? And learn the movements of what these guys do, because the turn order is always going to be the same. Turn order for arena is whoever's got the highest movement. So a 4 movement unit is going to go first, then it goes down to whatever unit is the highest level. So if you have 2 units that have the same movement bases of 4, like Gabble and Pegasus and this crazy pay-to-win Pegasus, those guys, whoever is the highest level will move first. Then, if they're all tied at the same level, whoever was acquired first will move first. And if you are the attacker, it's going to be the attacker's going to get the advantage. The attacker's going to move first. There's also a thing about rank, which is one is the same level, but one is kind of a higher rank. One is purple and one is blue, or one is purple 2 and purple 1. The purple 2 one, the higher rank unit will go before the other one if all the other things are tied. So learn those things, learn what they do, and you'll learn them progressively over time as you watch these arena matches. The reason Cyclops is so strong is because he's a really powerful range DPS. He throws out a TNT grenade on turns 2 and 5 that can do splash damage to a lot of different units. And then his ultimate also throws the enemy here with this flash bomb. Massive amounts of damage. He throws the enemy on a random spot on the map, and it can hit any adjacent units that are connected. So if you would have thrown him right down here in this spot next to, I forget his name right now, and P, this would have done a ton of damage. Oh, it's Merlin. So it would have done a ton of damage to not only this LMX, but also to these 2 units that were around. And it's no joke. It's like double his base damage. It's a crazy amount of damage there. So as you go through, you'll start noticing patterns. Certain units also attack other units. So a lot of people focus, the AI focuses on the P unit. That's kind of just like a default, go after them. And in the arena here, once you get P to purple, he's got a regeneration, a self-regeneration, and his ultimate power allows him to throw 2 tomahawk hammers, and he can throw to anyone on the field, and it's unblockable damage. So he's going to hit for a decent amount of damage right there, taking out my centaur, because that damage was not blocked by his, being right next to him. And at this point, you can see they're just going to both heal it up over time, every turn. That's what makes him an incredibly powerful unit. You see, we're not going to be able to kill each other. It's just going to be a stalemate draw here, because they're not going to be able to do enough damage to get past that healing power. Another great unit for Arena is the Hyperia. Hyperia has a better heal over time. She heals like 2600 HP every single turn. Craziness right there. Helena also has a massive amount of HP recovery as well. So those are 3 really powerful units for Arena. Helena, P, and Hyperia. Dracula is also a very strong unit in Arena as well. The AI on Dracula isn't the greatest though, but Dracula is a very powerful unit. On offense, some tips here to attack. You're going to want to kind of have an offense and a defense. On defense, it's generally good if you have like a centaur to do a kind of stallish, wait out, and beat your opponent by making them run out of 10 turns. At this stage, we have like 30,000 HP for Centaur. We have about 25,000 HP for Cyclops. We have P, who recovers a little bit over time, and then we have a Helena, which is going to heal everyone up. So at this setup, we're not necessarily going to win matches against opponents by killing everyone, but we're going to go ahead and stall out the match, and they're not going to be able to kill us before 10 turns have ended. Generally, that's what's going to happen. If your defense doesn't work, you can always change things a little bit here and there based on what your opponents are throwing at you. For offense, you'll notice we can't attack anyone right now because no one is in front of us. But for offense, we can take a look at a match here and show you what we did here. Offense, you want to make sure that your heroes attack on the first turn. Centaur is an incredibly powerful hero on the first turn. So at this stage, I was hoping that we would be able to survive with our Gabble. And I thought that our Centaur was actually going to go first, but I think the level was a little bit too high there. But at that point, it worked out fine because now his enemy troop on the top there didn't get an attack on the first turn. Our Centaur actually didn't get a stun off, which was surprising. That's what makes him really powerful, is his first turn is really buffed up, and he also does a stun for turn 1, 4, and 7. Keeping Gabble alive in this situation, since Gabble didn't get attacked by anyone else, means he's going to be able to use his dive attack on turn 2, which is going to stun, or in this case, kill the Pixie right there, which eliminates a very big threat. Pixie is very strong in the arena, but she has a low amount of HP, so putting him down in the bottom like that is kind of like a target, because you can also put a ranged hero right in this hexagon, and that ranged hero would have full access to full power shots against the Pixie. You want to make sure that your weakish, squishy heroes cannot really take full frontal damage from ranged troops, which means get them away from 5 hexes. So his striker is in back position. We put our heroes in the back because he had a lot of melee up front and close personal units. And at this point, the units are all dead, and it's easy pickings. Pretty much game over. Once you get down, a lead, there's nothing to it. We'll take a look at one more match here in the arena. We'll take a look at a loss. So we have the same setup, and this is Gax again. So you'll notice that he beat us one time here. We leveled up a little bit, and then also some just different RNG luck happened. So even if you lose in that defense setup, if you watch the match and if you see maybe you lost because he got a couple lucky criticals or you had a couple unfortunate misses, things like that, you can't control. There's going to be some RNG in the auto battles and even just normal battles. You can't control that. So if your defense did pretty well and you lost maybe because of RNG, you don't necessarily have to change anything in your setup. Right there, that Merlin chain lightning on the first turn really caused havoc on us. So the fault in this case was it looked like we let Merlin get chain lightning off in the beginning. We were unable to kill him. And that just caused this chain reaction of Gax taking us down here. We tied it up here, but we're in some bad shape. We have Helene, who is almost dead. There's a lucky miss for us. Helene barely survived. And so, one more hit, and Helene is going to die. And here comes. She's dead. So generally, if she wasn't hit with that chain lightning, she probably would have been able to survive there. And now this is just a game changer right here. This is the pay-to-win hero, LMX. He's now preventing all our heroes from doing any attacks whatsoever. So now he's got 2 free turns pretty much. He's going to be able to attack this turn, and the next turn he's going to be able to finish us off. Because all our units are going to be waiting right now. Can't do anything at all. That hero is just completely broken. So powerful. But again, you have to pay $250+ to get him in that big dolphin pond. So, not many people are going to have Elmix. And it does support, actually, the game makes the game free. So other people can enjoy the game. So sadly, the pay-to-win is strong. It doesn't always work, though. As you saw, we beat Gax in a previous defense battle. So it's not just instant win because you have that pay-to-win hero. You'll see it's the exact same setup, it looks like. We'll just see why Merlin didn't get his chain lightning off this time. So Merlin is full on energy. He starts off killing our Pegasus first turn. Or maybe he does get his chain lightning off. Yeah, he does get his chain lightning off, actually. My mistake there. But you see, this was a different setup. Now our Pegasus is dead. Helene didn't take that much damage. She got to heal herself on the first turn. And this one turns into a victory in our favor here. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any other arena tips, post them down below. Unfortunately, if you are in an older server, it is really, really hard to fight level disadvantage. So if you're fighting people that are max level 70, you're not going to be able to beat them with level 55 heroes. It's just not going to happen. They have too much HP bonuses on you, and also star values. So if you're fighting people that have all 5-star heroes, and you've only got 4/3-star heroes, you're not really going to be able to beat them. So that's one of the big things I touched upon, is making sure that you start on a new server where everyone is fresh and, starting at level 1. You can do really, really well if you have a little bit of brain power, and if you're studying videos like this, you're going to be in the top 5 for sure. Almost always on the daily arena rankings. Just make sure that you do 1 or 2 arena matches right at the reset time. 8:45 is right around where you want to do it, because our reset here is 9 Pacific Standard Time. So it will vary server to server, I believe. And make sure, again, if you do an attack at 8:45, you'll be able to do another one right at 8:55, and you'll be able to jump up the leaderboards, kind of snipe the leaderboards there. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like button if it helped you out. I will talk to you later.